All right. How about now? Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Any sound? Hello. All right, cool. You can hear me now? All right. So I was saying, sorry guys. I just got this monitor over here, which see, I got this monitor so that I can see the chat better when I'm doing these streams and kind of control two things at once. So I'm still trying to figure some stuff out. Is the sound doubled or is it sound normal? Is it echoey or sound normal? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Chris Living Zombie, Shadow, Ralph, Fishboy, Brian, Kelly, Ralph, Joe, John, Leslie, JP. How are you guys all doing tonight? Okay, it sounds normal. Good. It should be normal now. I don't know why I had to unmute it on both monitors, which is odd, but it is what it is. The nice thing is now I can actually clearly see your guys' comments much easier over here while still controlling the stream and everything over here. So it's very nice. Look at that. We already got 20 of us here. Let's party. I got to go see Exorcist, the 50th year anniversary showing of it yesterday, and I highly recommend it if you guys get a chance to go and check it out in a theater. It's a new 4K version, but it was also remastered, and they made the contrast even more extreme so that it just feels even more like intense and dark and creepy. It looked incredible. Like I really recommend it if you, especially if you're a fan of The Exorcist. But I hadn't seen it in a long time, and it's just such a phenomenal movie. But it's also a movie from a different era because I was like watching it thinking, man, this would never fly now. This it's so slow. Like it just takes a long time to develop everything. And then the ending is almost anticlimactic. It's or anticlimactic. I can't even talk. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. Thanks, Fish Boy, but I love 3C. I watch 3C all the time. He's awesome. Very, very nice guy, too. But he does have about 600,000 more subscribers on me, so he definitely has that. But I really appreciate that a lot to say that. What's up, Edwin? Hey, what's up, Pazul? All right, so I don't know much about this movie. I think I had seen it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but I don't really remember. And I just saw that it was on the public domain and it just looked fun. I think it's not going to be a very good movie, but that kind of just seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed fun to me. Yeah, exactly what Matt said. 3C is amazing too. Like he gets news um for horror movies and stuff really fast all the time, and it helps me out a lot. He's one of my go-tos, for the latest news on stuff. Definitely agree, Christopher. Best time of year for sure. Yeah, I'm not even like I think I've seen this one, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure if I've seen it or not either. So, but Let's see. Has it been 5 minutes yet? I usually like to wait about 5 minutes or so. Yeah, just give it another minute or two and then we'll start the movie. But so how are you guys all doing? Did anybody do anything fun for the first day of Halloween yesterday? Like I said, I went and saw the 50th anniversary of The Exorcist, which is pretty cool because I'm going to see Exorcist Believer tomorrow. I get to go to an advanced screening of it. And then I'm probably going to do an Exorcist ranking video this week. It's the plan, as long as everything goes according to plan. But that also means I have to rewatch Heretic. Oh, it's not going to be scary. This is going to be a cheesy, super old, cheesy movie. These are never scary. I'm better than James Brown. I don't know what Leslie's referring to. Yeah, I watched a lot of football yesterday too. My Niners just looked dominant again. Oh, nice. You saw Cobweb? I love that movie. Like, if any of you out there haven't seen Cobweb yet, definitely check it out. It's so good. I think it's still only available as a rental, but it's worth the $5-6. Leslie's feeling funky. Leslie's always feeling funky. You're an Eagles fan, Christopher? I have a feeling my Niners and your Eagles are gonna have a brawl at one point in this year. Like, I think it's all going to come down to those two, in my opinion, for the NFC. A lot of people think the Cowboys are the best team. I'm just not buying it. They're playing the Niners this week, so who knows? Maybe they'll whoop the Niners and I'll be surprised. But I think the Cowboys are good, but I think it's all going to eventually come down to the Cowboy or the 49ers and Eagles, like it did last year. But hopefully Brock Purdy stays healthy this year. I know the Bucks did win. Leslie, your Bucks actually looked really good yesterday. The 28th year anniversary of what? Going to see the 20th anniversary of HO1K. I don't know what that is. I think I'm going to go see Hocus Pocus because that is its 30th anniversary this weekend. I just saw that on the schedule for the movie theater, so I'm probably going to go check that out this weekend, maybe with my sister. It's like her favorite Halloween movie. All right, so let's get this movie started. Oh, House of a Thousand Corpses. Oh, that is is that this weekend? I didn't see it I remember, actually, I bought a ticket for that. I thought it was not this week, but like next week. Because I definitely bought a ticket, but maybe it's different in different theaters. Because I definitely bought a ticket. I saw it in theaters when it first came out, but I definitely got a ticket to go see that. I got to look on my calendar. Yeah, I absolutely love that movie too. And Hocus Pocus. Love them both. Appendage? No, I haven't. Did you see Appendage? It came out at midnight last night. No, I don't even know what that is. Is it a VOD or what is it? Seja? All right, so let's start this movie. So this is from 1954, and it's considered a horror sci-fi movie. We should be okay to watch it. It's definitely public domain. So let's hope YouTube isn't mess with us.
Cradled within the arms of the rivers Ganges and Brahmaputra to the south,
All right,
and the
can you guys
mysterious
see it?
plateau of Tibet to the
Okay.
north, majestically
move my
stands the
face.
mightiest mountain range on the face of the earth, the Himalaya.
I don't know why it's.
This is
Himalaya
the story
is
of an
strange.
expedition to this rugged barrier,
There we go.
not to assault on its windswept towering
All right,
heights,
can you guys see it and hear it okay?
but to find and study plant life, which had heretofore been unknown or inaccessible. This
Oh,
is the
hell
story
yeah.
of that
Leslie, thank you so
of how a
much.
small group of people found
That's huge.
themselves in pursuit of a
Thank
crude
you.
and primitive civilization, which once only existed as a figment of the
That's getting the
imagination.
night started on a good foot. Thank you very much. That is a good movie, Garrett. I've seen that too. It's a very good movie. Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you for the support, Christopher.
Starting from Los Angeles, California, and after careful study of the region, the first leg of the expedition took me to Bombay, India.
Okay, so yeah, it is this weekend then? Okay. I gotta look and see when my ticket is. Yeah, because that's this coming weekend. I'm probably just forgetting because I tend to do that.
From there, I proceeded to the
I
town
know
of
it.
Shekhar, the last settlement before entering the wilderness of rock and ice.
Because I really want to see that. I mean, I just rewatched it recently as well, but
There I selected 10 Sherpa natives to serve as porters. My name is Parrish, Dr. Frank Parrish.
hello,
By
Frank
profession, I am a
Parrish.
botanist, working for the Corey Foundation. To record the visual log of our expedition, I engaged Peter Wells, well qualified to serve as a photographer. As our guide, I hired Subra, the only English-speaking Sherpa acquainted with the terrain.
Yes, that's the same Leslie that I'm flying to Florida, and we're going to go do a bunch of fun stuff together.
Only the most essential equipment was selected and distributed among the members of our party. All preparations completed and everything on schedule. At noon on June 14th, we set
only
out to
playing
strike
at
at
a
the mountain.
different theater. That's why.
Subra's young wife, Tala, and his brother Leva accompanied us to the foot of the mountains before saying goodbye.
Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow. It's probably Bigfoot's piss.
The first days were uneventful.
Thank you, CJ.
monotonous and tedious.
Thank you so much. And it came out on Hulu. Okay. Sweet. Thank you very much, CJ. I'll check it out. I need to do a Hulu list before too long. They're starting to get
As
some
we
really
moved on
good
to higher
stuff
regions,
rocking over
The
there.
terrain
starting to
became more
accumulate.
rugged.
Unfortunately, the videos just never get very good views when I do them.
Wells and I kept up with the Sherpas, who were much like human mules under the weight of our heavy supplies. We continued on to a height of 10,000 feet above sea level, where I wanted to commence my work.
All right, now I have a ticket for House of a Thousand Corpses.
At last on the day, we reached the plateau region.
Subra, have your men pitch the tents.
Up to this point, having established only temporary camps, everyone was eager for our first hot
So I'm
meal.
glad you brought that up. I
Camp
would have
one
been
is now
so
well
bummed
established.
if I had missed House of a Thousand Corpses.
Except for a variety of common moss and crucifer flower, we found little of interest. But we decided to comb the area more thoroughly.
Yeah, CJ, I'm guessing since you mentioned appendage, you must have enjoyed it.
Shot.
Oh, thanks.
Dude, Fish Boy's the best.
Excuse me, Mr.
He's the
Doctor.
coolest
Everything all
superhero
right?
around.
Can't afford to see that.
Everything's fine, Super, thank you.
Alcohol good? Fine. Here, help yourself. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Wells. I'm no doctor. Want anything?
Oh, thank you, Super. I'll see you later.
I fix nice hot supper. Wonderful tonic. Warms up the gizzards.
Warms
That
up
up when
the
you
gizzards.
pickle your good. Well,
So
I
funny, the
appreciate it.
terminology was
Find out
like
that
back in the
stuff
day.
ain't
It's
even
like
man.
we never
Don't
would
drink
use
it.
the word
Understand?
gizzard referring to ourselves,
Okay.
except for
Suits
maybe
me.
to a turkey.
Shekhar, come in. Come in, Shekhar. Dr. Parrish.
This is Shekhar. Yes, Doctor.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm
Let
blind
me
as
speak to Inspector
a bat
Karma, please.
myself.
We'll get Inspector Karma.
That night, all seemed
That's
well.
why having
in
this
town of
monitor right
Shekhar.
here is amazing. He's not a doctor, but he saved hundreds on car insurance by switching to Geico. Yeah, I have seen this.
大変だ大変だみんな来てエマイタラヤンがやってにさらおうって言ったんだそれでトブラオと一緒に行くからみんなやってきてくれはいやってきてくれよ頼むよなおいお前ら頼むほんとやってきてくれよ
Nice.
やってにさらおうったんだやってにタラヤンが
Well, then I definitely want to check it out. That's
やってくれよ
awesome. Yeah, I really like Dark Was the Night. I like how they don't show the monster really in like until the end or whatever. So it really kind of builds that suspense up. Have any of you guys seen Saw X? I love Saw X. I've already seen it 3 times.
Mr. Doctor, さすが Mr. Doctor.
Shadow. Yeah, I haven't seen Creator yet. I haven't heard very good things about it.
Mr. Doctor.
So I'm
Super, what is
haven't been rushing to go see it because I'm not going to review it. It's not really horror.
What's all the noise?
So
My brother Viva.
I was going to go see
He
it.
come with me.
They followed us all the way up here. What do they want?
I'm going to the
Brother
Exorcist.
say, Yeti steal my woman, Tara.
Or screener.
Believe. Go after Yeti.
Yeti,
But
Yeti,
I'm
what is
sure I'll,
this?
see, I'll definitely see
Yeti, creature
Creator.
of snow.
Probably see it at
Snow
the drive-ins
giant.
the next time I go.
Oh, you mean the abominable
I might even
snowman,
go tonight,
Phantom of the
later.
Himalayas, marauder of women.
It's got a lot of editing to
We
do.
go after Yeti. Find him.
Oh, the newspapers and magazines have carried stories about it from time to time, but
Yeah, the sheriffs have built this creature into a horror story. This isn't a hunting party. Thousands of dollars have been spent to finance
Well,
this
I definitely
expedition.
recommend
And he
seeing
wants to
Saw
chase the
X in the
legend.
theater.
Mr.
It's
Doctor,
very
Yeti,
worth it.
Mr. Doctor.
No one's ever seen one.
I mean, there's a few
Oh, I know
movies this
people
year
brought
that are,
back stories about
must see
these
in theaters, in my opinion.
oh,
But
the whole thing's
if you're a fan of Saw at all, you
Brother
gotta
said,
see Saw X. You don't
Yeti
want to
steal
be
Tara.
that guy who's like, yeah, I
I'm
saw
sorry,
X
Super.
when it was streaming,
Have
and I
your
never
brother
got
and
to
his
see
men
that
join
one
us
in
if they
theaters.
want to, but we have other work to do.
Because it's the return of Saw, man. Go to the matinee or, the half price night tomorrow. Most theaters have the half price on Tuesdays. one's like $5 or $6. No, it's not the creators getting bad reviews. It's
Because of my
just
decision, I felt that
everything
Subaru
I'm
sent
reading
me
and
to strengthen
everybody and people I really trust are saying that it's not a bad movie, but it looks really good. But it's just a story, and it's basically just ripping off every other great sci-fi movie. So it feels like you've already seen it before. Okay, there is no outdoing Terrifier. Like the people that are saying it outdoes Terrifier, I don't think they've seen Terrifier. At least not Terrifier 2. Like there is some absolutely savage gore in Saw X. 100%. But what makes it a better film and a good film is that it's a Saw movie again. You know, it's got a good story. It's back to like the original, you know, and Tobin Bell especially is just incredible in this movie. And like you're following him through the entire movie. Whereas like so many of the Saw movies, it's like he's barely in it. It's like he just gets.
What do you think's going on out there?
And Tobin Bell is the best thing in the Saw franchise.
That sounds like Subaru trying to be very important.
I better find out.
That's what I do. I never go to the movies with anyone. I can't even tell you the last time I went to a movie with someone. Like very rarely, I'll go with my sister like a couple times a year. Like we might go see Hocus Pocus. It's like a special thing. But I mean, I even went and saw what's it called? Is it Coco?
Well, what they're up to.
That Pixar movie.
What do you mean?
With the Hispanic
I want to talk to you.
Tarpaulin boy. I think it's called
What's the
Coco.
meaning of this? I gave no order to
I
break
actually
camp.
just went and saw that in the theaters by
I'll
myself
tell
the
you
other day,
when to
man.
move.
Like
We
going by
move
yourself,
now.
it's actually a lot of fun,
Sure.
especially once
Come
you get
over.
used to it.
You sent some of our men away, didn't you?
Only 4 hours.
Yeah, Tokyo Gore Police
young
is
brother
gory
Lima.
as fuck.
Concerned with our men, now come
It's
back.
super fun
They
though.
look
I need to
east side of
cover
the
that
mountain.
one
We look
like
the
on the
other
list
side.
before too
Forget
long.
it.
It's been a while since I've seen
I'll
it.
shoot any man who doesn't know.
Machine Gun Girl is really good too. If you like
No,
Tokyo
can't
Gore
shoot.
Police, check out Machine Girl, not
Empire,
Machine
we're
Gun.
taking our cars.
Machine Girl. It's another Japanese
Subaru, this is mutiny.
film.
Subaru, take guns.
All right. Where do you intend to look for this creature?
Everybody look. Rocky Valley Legion. That's ridiculous.
I've never been a big fan
Subaru, no.
of The Omen. It just
Well,
it's not that I don't like it, but it's just so
We might
slow.
welcome
Like,
back.
that movie
Come back.
no can find a way.
is like
You move now.
it's very much built on the dread and all that. I don't know. If you're a big believer in
Well, I
religion
think
and
I
stuff,
need a drink.
it's just like watching The Exorcist
more than that.
yesterday. I think those movies are
Wait a
scary to
What about the radio?
who are Catholic or you believe in
Hi, Joe. That's an
all of
idea.
that. But if you don't believe in all this stuff, it's still a good movie and enjoyable, but just not nearly as scary. Because I was watching The Exorcist and I'm like, man, I
You move
can't
right
ever
away.
see a
Come
world
on.
where that movie
Come on.
would have scared me.
Whether Wells
It's
and I
really
liked
good,
it or not,
but,
we had no
but like
alternative
you got to
to
have
follow
those
along.
movies. Dr. Wolffield was saying you've seen him more in X than all the others. Yeah. There, Ralph. Dr. Wolffield's review is really good of it, actually. Like, really, it was pretty spot on. But, you literally do probably see him more in this than all the entire franchise combined. Like, he's literally in every scene. Yes, they do. Have you ever seen what's the movie I'm thinking of? House. Yeah, Machine Girl is the one that's on. I still need to watch Wrath of Becky. I loved the first one. I just keep waiting for the Wrath of Becky to be on a streaming service somewhere so I can cover it.
Take it easy, Wells.
Yeah, Tetsuo, the Iron Man, is another crazy movie. I love that movie. It's so it's not just gory, it's just beautiful. It's so
Here's
unique.
It's just the ready wind.
Gregory Peck is incredible in it.
I think this is it.
Give me some light. Oh, it's my scotch.
Joe, aren't you on? Aren't you a patron? Because next week's video is already on Patreon. Like if you're a patron, which a lot of you guys are, this Friday's video is already posted on there.
Let's hope they haven't been monkeying with it. Looks all right.
I love Audition.
Wait a
That's
minute.
probably my favorite Japanese movie.
It's okay. Go ahead.
It's such a good movie. But I mean, I struggle with subtitles, so there's a lot of foreign movies I haven't seen. I do try to watch the ones that, you know, are the most talked about.
Come
But
in. Come in, Shekhar.
yeah, Mika.
Shekhar, come in. Shekhar, come in. Subra only want to kill radio machine.
Oh no, it's all good. I was just letting you know that it's available, Joe. I'm not saying you need to. Rosemary's Baby is such a good movie. Love that movie. It's another really good one. Classic. But it's still not scary at all to me. Like I said, I don't get scared by demons. It just,
Where's the
you know,
scotch?
I mean, they did when I was young.
No, wait a minute.
But
That's
the
my
stuff that
personal
scares
property.
me is like the
Subra
unknown.
like alcohol.
Movies like Hellraiser and
Mr. Doctor, better go sleep now.
just anything
You go
about like
tomorrow.
the super unknown elements of things. That's why I love Lovecraftian stuff.
Come on.
And just like cosmic horror. It's like things we don't have the answers to in the unknown. And like for me personally, I don't believe in demons. I don't believe
Well,
in a lot of that stuff. I think a lot of it's
no radio?
you know, it's
No, nothing.
just stories, it's things
I'll
that
get
we
it to work.
made up, that man has made up.
To check our police.
Which is fine.
No, I
I don't
hope
have a
so.
problem with it, and I don't have a problem with anybody that believes it. I'm just
Well-
saying, for me personally, it doesn't really scare me. The
yourself
Shining
a
gets
nightcap.
creepy.
I'll be right back.
There's very little
Oh,
that's
thanks, old boy.
I mean,
I will.
to be honest. Like it's hard to scare me. Oh, I dare any. If a demons are real, if angels, demons, any of that's real, bring it on. I am 100% positive that that doesn't exist. At least not in the way that a lot of
I found that the radio
spiritual
could be
people
repaired.
believe. I don't believe, you know.
Wells' case of scotch
That's just
gave me
me.
an idea.
I know, like this movie, all about like this creature that nobody's seen, but just simply took this dude's wife. See, now a movie like Audition is actually scarier to me, a lot scarier to me than a movie like Rosemary's Baby or The Exorcist or Damien, because that exists. There, you know, 100%. There really are psychopathic people that do like horrific things to each other, and you know that's scary, man.
I didn't hear anything. There is again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's
Belief is 100% personal. Like,
altitude's getting under
I don't
my
have
nerves.
any need to or want to try to convince people of, you know, of what I believe or what I've experienced. But it's just like I've tried to explain to people all the time, like scary is a subjective thing. You can't tell someone, you know, this is the scariest movie ever, and if someone's like, oh, it didn't scare me, you'd be like, well, you're wrong or whatever. No, it's like, you know, we all have different life experiences and beliefs and all of that, so things are always going to be different. But at least for me, I love religious horror. I love possession horror when it's done right. I love these movies. I absolutely loved rewatching The Exorcist. That movie is incredible. It doesn't mean it scares me, but I love the atmosphere. I love the story of it. I love, you know, the fantasy element of
Mr.
this
Doctor,
world.
you
You
leave
know?
now? Yeti, go up there.
Yep, exactly what Leslie said right here.
We back. Follow steps. Sumaga, 追跡に用意しよう。
Yeah, and that is the creepy part of Rosemary's Baby, because even if you take the Lucifer, out of it, and but like cults, like that cult movies are fucking creepy. Like Malum is creepy. Like it doesn't matter if there's any real supernatural stuff or not. People that believe in that stuff and do horrific things, that is scary. It doesn't matter if it's if there's a real entity or not. It doesn't matter if Lucifer's real or not. But if people do crazy shit, that's scary. Free Republic, why would I be angry at you? I missed something. Are you talking about the cartoon? The real Ghostbusters cartoon, like when we were kids? I don't remember that episode, but I loved that cartoon. I was a kid in the 80s, so I loved a lot of the 80s cartoons. Exactly. 100%. Like, Rosemary's Baby was awesome. It just didn't scare me. It's still an amazing movie. Oh, no, Free Republic. I would never get anybody for not being around. It's like the more people can be here and hang out,
here. We go out.
Everybody's busy. We all have time. Sometimes, like whenever you get a chance, you want to hang out with us. That's what I try to do every single Monday without fail, so that you guys try to, like if you can't make it this week, well, then you can jump on next week. So it's like a club. Like this is our movie club. I loved The Exorcist. Like I rewatched it yesterday, and I was like, granted, like I said, I didn't feel any scared elements about it, but the movie making, like that's what I love about horror. I don't need to be scared. Like I honestly don't even go out purposely trying to find movies to scare me. Like that's not my goal at all. Like I enjoy movies for literally tons of different reasons. A movie like The Exorcist is incredible. Like the cinematography, the mood, the lighting, the acting. I mean, oh my god! Like so many elements to that movie that are just incredible. Is Ghost Pirate Con gonna be a thing? Maybe way down the road.
My tonic behind.
Tubes are all right, but the wires are broken.
That would be awesome.
Find out.
I love that. Yeah. Maybe someday. I have been recognized the last couple times I've went to a movie, which was really cool. Like really cool people. Yeah. I agree, Leslie. Like brainwashed people are what always scare me the most. That's why people that are super into politics, like to the point where they just believe everything, like they're almost like zombies. It doesn't matter which side you're on. I don't care if you're right wing, left wing, or whatever. It's just like religious zealots. Like those are the people that scare the crap out of me. People that they're convinced of something so much they don't hear anyone else.
I couldn't rest.
They don't make up their minds on their own for anything.
Of Super's
like cults in general are terrifying.
The death of the
I
nation.
grew up around a lot of
All these things
behavior,
began to fall into a mysterious pattern.
I can't even explain to you how terrifying that stuff is. And to me, that's like some of the scariest stuff you'll ever come across. Especially if you're in a situation like you're a kid or whatever, and you're helpless and you're stuck in like the Jonestown cult, like that whole story is absolutely terrifying. Like what's that movie that Ty West did? Oh man, it's the one that's based loosely on the Jonestown cult. I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's a scary ass movie. Can you guys not see me? Can you guys see me? The Sacrament, yes, the Sacrament. Someone Someone said the screen's black. Is the screen black?
It looks like it's over. We were lucky.
Did you guys lose me? Can you see me? Okay. I don't know why someone said their screen went black. I would have been shocked because this movie is like super public domain. All right, cool. Glad you guys can see me. There's a whole lot of nothing that happens in this movie. It kind of reminds me of like the lower budget found footage movies we see now sometimes. Like, where there's not really a lot that happens. It's just people hiking around and like the idea that there's some scary thing out there. I don't think I have seen that, Danny. Creature in the Black Lake.
Storm come. Need to find a shelter.
Is it good?
Crowd's dark.
Yes, missions funding. Should be called Hiking the Movie. We walk from here.
Look over there.
No, I still haven't listened to that soundtrack. Every time, like every week that you mention that, I always look at it and I always say, "Oh, cool!" I need to go listen to that, and then I get complete, and I just totally forget. Damn. I just get so sidetracked with things, especially right now. Like I've been working constantly. You couldn't see Creature in the Black Lake. I really liked Malum. I mean, I know I've heard some people say that Malum, they like Last Shift better. I don't think, I can't say I like one better than the other. I think they're both equal, just different movies. Like Malum is just much higher budget, and so there's more special effects and all that. But I think Malum is an awesome movie. Like it was on my list. It was on True List. It was on my list of movies to watch this Halloween. New movies to watch this Halloween, and my list of horror movies this year so far. So I think Malum's really cool. There's some amazing imagery in Malum. It's just Last Shift has got this gritty, low budget element that is badass too. Like but there are some changes in Malum. Like it definitely does some things different. It's not the exact same movie. It's made by the same guy though. Like the same guy made both movies, so it's not like someone else trying to remake this movie. It's literally just him trying to make a more complete vision of what he had originally wanted to.
We did find
didn't have the budget.
And brought him back to America alive.
So we only want to kill Yeti.
Yeah, the guy that plays Malum in that, like the way it looks is just fucking so crazy.
How would you know it's the one you're after? If there's one Yeti, there must be a whole civilization or a whole tribe of them.
So they kill all Yeti.
Well, I'm in good company. I'm glad that a few of you guys agree with me.
How far up do you intend to go? To the top of Everest or Annapurna?
I wish it would drop streaming on Shudder or something, but I'm actually kind of disappointed in Shudder as their calendar.
Yeti, him hide.
Today or yesterday, and
but the Yeti come along.
They got a few new things coming out, like the new Hell House LLC, Origin or whatever that comes out at the end of the month, and like There's
I think we go sleep
2
now.
Joe Bob specials, which is fucking cool. I love that. And if you're a fan of The Last Drive-In like I am, they just announced a season 6, and it's going to be even longer. So it's going to be the longest season they've done so far. The most episodes, the most movies covered, all of that. So I'm really excited about that. But then there's the Boulet brothers have a new season, or new season, which I'm excited about. I love the Boulet brothers. I think what they do is so creative and unique. But there's not a lot else. They didn't really add any great, that many great movies. It's just like, really, guys? Like, it's Halloween, man. It's October. You couldn't come up with, like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of good movies out there. Like, I keep waiting to see who's gonna get Birth Rebirth, and if anybody's getting it yet, it's still just VOD.
What is it, Super?
But there's a few horror movies like that I'm just like, because I thought Shudder. I'm pretty sure Shudder produced Birth Rebirth, and so I don't know why they're not adding it this month. But maybe it's not until next month that they're adding it. I don't know. I don't get it.
I realized that the snow creature was not just a legend. I consoled myself with the
Just
thought
now
that
realized
my
that.
dream
How far
would
into this
more than
movie we are?
compensate for my failure as a botanist.
Yeah, we're halfway through this movie, and he just realized that the snow creature is a
Silver
real
was a man possessed. He split the party, ordering
People
the
had
men to search the
patience
tunnel
like a saint
to meet
back
the
then.
entrance of the cave.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were adding VHS 85, and I'm very excited about it. Looking forward to it. So there is that too. It's not like that. I'm not saying Shudder didn't. Like, it's not like bad. And they are adding Dog Soldiers too, which is even though it's already available on Tubi. I love Shudder. I really do. That would be good. I would like to see Showtime buy him out, or whoever, someone that will
Not the most cheerful
put
place
money
in
into
the
him,
world.
because Annie,
Probably an animal of some kind.
like the bastard child. It's
What is
really
it?
fucked up. Like, from some people I know that work there or behind the scenes there and stuff, like their budget and like what Joe Bob Briggs gets paid and what Darcy gets paid and like all the people behind the scenes and stuff, it's really embarrassing, like how little resources they get and like what they're able to pull off with the it wouldn't matter as long as the content of what Shudder is, the horror stuff is, that's all that matters. It would just be like a part of it. Shudder would still be a thing. It would just be like the way it is with Prime right now, where you can add Shudder on to Prime as an extension. So like that's what they're talking about. It's not that Shudder would cease to exist. It's just you could add it on as a add-on. Thank you, CJ. Got a lot more to come. Like only one has been public so far. I have 4 or 5 more.
He's only stunned. He's not dead.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 more to go.
I'll give him a high foot to keep quiet. Get a tarpaulin. We'll carry him in that. Go on.
Yeah. Right. I've done a lot of costumes. Like
The female and
every
child
Halloween, I've done some
controlled
stuff.
by the cave-in. We held Subra and Leva at gunpoint and ordered them
Like,
to
I did
carry the
some
creature
stuff
back
last
to the entrance of
Halloween,
the
but
cave to meet the rest of the Sherpas.
I don't know. Some Halloweens I've done more than others.
Right. Tell your men to put up their hands.
But I did it for a couple Halloweens. I called it Horrorween.
Move and I'll shoot.
I would do like a whole
Tell that
kind
man
of
to put the
special
radio down.
month of programming. But
I'll try to get the check our police.
now it's more of just kind of adding some extra content and making the videos that I do a
To
little
establish
more
contact
Halloween
with
related.
Shikar, we started down, determined to bring the creature back alive.
I know they got to be starving at this point. Like that Bigfoot could be a lot of food for them. Yeah, I have a couple cloaks. But Leslie, the one you're talking about, no one has seen it yet unless you're a patron. Because Leslie, you're talking about the cloak with the chains on it. Only patrons have seen that one so far.
Wells and I took turns watching to make certain that nothing went wrong.
Oh, that sounds good. Pizza and wings. Oh, I think I might have to go get some wings after this. Mothfly? Never heard of it. Who's the author?
Well, get the high ball. 鬼だ鬼だ鬼が来た早く縛れ
Thank you, Shadow. Yeah, that's the one I'm the
In a
happiest
semi-conscious
with
state,
so far.
allowing him
The
to come
first
to
costume
only
one was okay. Then the one that I just shot, I'm not super thrilled about.
So on the
But
fifth
the
day,
one
we
that's coming
reached
out
the
this
lower-
Friday is the one I'm the most happy with, costume-wise. It's just the face paint, the makeup that's underneath the mask. Like,
On the seventh day,
my hands
as we
don't
were
work
nearing
that
the
well,
town of
so
Chicago,
it's not the
I
greatest at
decided to
applying
bring the
makeup.
native straight to the police.
I might wear that to Spooky, Leslie.
California.
I haven't decided yet if I should do some kind of costume or not.
Mr. Corey Jr.
コーリー・ジュニア。はい。こっちへ回してください。はい。
Oh, that's cool. You Halloween candle?
Your foundation was granted permission to
I
explore
think I've
the
seen that right
Himalayas.
on your
Your
Instagram.
place is of a very unusual nature, but it belongs to you.
No yelling in your sleep.
As you wish.
The inspector kept repeating how friendly his country was and how it welcomed scientists, explorers, and so on.
Yeah, Tubi is killing it.
I am sure you will
I'm
accept
gonna
my apology.
shoot another
And
Tubi video.
In custody
So it'll come
here,
out in like
you're taking the law into their own hands.
2 weeks or whatever, 3 weeks.
By the
I'm
way,
gonna start shooting.
can I keep the
I'm gonna
creature here
shoot that
until I
later this week
arrange for
because
his,
there's another
transportation?
10
Of course.
Going to have
bangers
to
I
be
got
fed.
coming up for my next list.
Could you give him an injection every 6 hours?
Yes, we shall do that. Oh, by the way, your guide wishes to speak with you.
Subra?
Yes.
Well, send him in.
Man, Napkin.
Mr. Doctor,
Subra.
Subra no understand law.
Tubi's Shudder is very different from things because like, Tubi's originals are crap.
Dr. Karma.
Shudder's originals are actually fantastic. They've had some absolutely amazing ones. Every year, some of my top movies of the year are Shudder originals. You know, but they just don't add a ton of other stuff. Whereas like Tubi adds a ton of other content, but just their originals aren't great, and they don't have that many originals either.
Yes, that's the idea.
I haven't
Please
really
do
seen the
refrigerator
monster
unit as
yet,
quickly as
but
possible.
I'm only being able to kind of
Fine.
pay attention.
I'm leaving for Bombay immediately to take care of all the arrangements. You can reach me there.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't
see,
know if
care
I'm
of the
gonna
TWA office.
dress up or not. I usually don't want to go to conventions.
Oh,
I mean, some
Will
people
you
think
please
I'm
call
dressed
my
up, but
wife
I'm
and
just
tell her I'll be
like
home
me.
soon. Good, thank you. They're sending us a refrigerator unit to transport the creature in, an air-conditioned affair. What's the matter with you?
Well, I don't like the whole thing.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just this. I could get 2,000 or 3,000 pounds for that photograph I took, and we should split that money between us. As far as the creature's concerned, well, we should sell him, and then...
The photograph, do what you want with it. It's for the creature. He's going to the Corey Foundation where he belongs.
You've just got no business sense. An opportunity like this comes once in a lifetime, and you don't...
Why don't they just take the picture and sell it and
Not you, Claire, as a
walk
dog.
away alive?
I will leave for Bombay right away, but I'll be back in a few days. But you see that nobody comes near the creature, including Mr. Wells.
According to this cable, your temperature-controlled unit should be here on our cargo flight at 8:40 this evening. Now, the cable says to handle it with the utmost care.
Yes, it's very delicate. We'll have to rush it to Shekar.
I've already made all the arrangements to send Ed and the documents to you. And we'll
Yeah,
take care of all of that.
I don't either, Shadow. Like the other night, I was like, I don't even dress like the other day. I literally had a flannel on and just like a metal shirt. It was, I can't remember what shirt I had on. It was like a horror. I think it was a horror movie shirt, but it was nothing crazy at all. And I had a flannel on and a pair of jeans. Like that's it. And
Worked fine.
baseball hat on. I looked just like I do right now, basically. Nothing
Let's see.
gothic or whatever. And I'm standing out in front of this like this gothic circus thing that me and my sister and friends went to. And it was a really cool event. But the people were like some dude was like talking to me like I was part of the show or whatever. And I guess it's just the eye patch, I think.
Have a good trip back
Is
to
what people
California.
think I'm in costume over. I don't know. Like it was very weird. I was just like confused. I didn't know what he was talking about, and then I realized that he thought it was like part of the thing or something. I'm like, no, just standing here waiting for it to open so we could go in and watch it. Yeah, it's really annoying though. A lot of times, like it's pretty annoying. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my rock star. Yeah, like you guys have no idea how often people say pirate jokes all the fucking time, and I'm like, dude, who does that? Who says that shit? Like, you know,
Oh, Frank.
some adult who's obviously not dressed up as a pirate. Like, do I look like I'm dressed up as a pirate? People will be like, "Oh, holy matey," or "arg," and like,
Well, instead of flowers, I brought you a Yeti. That's what the natives call him.
Well, where is he now?
He should be here. I
Thank
think,
you,
ahead of the cargo
Christopher.
plane.
Really?
Which one of you is Dr. Parrish?
Lion.
Hold on, this pretty girl down here and give us a big smile.
Thank you. I'm botanical doctor.
yeah, from the dude or to the dude
Just a
from.
minute. I just got here.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies, The
Oh,
Big
Jeff,
Lebowski.
you can reach Dr. Parrish at the foundation later.
Dr. Frank Parrish. Dr. Frank Parrish. Please report to the customs warehouse.
Oh, is Boogeyman here?
Well, it's easy enough to find out. Come on.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, he is. What's up, man?
Well, there it is, darling.
Good to see you.
Mr. Corey, what do you think of it?
Amazing. Absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
that's how I feel,
I
Ralph.
see
Like
when
that's
you
how I feel.
classify your
Like,
import as a snow
you know,
creature.
That's
like,
right.
oh yeah, that's so funny. I'm blind in one eye. Like that's hilarious.
Immigration status. I don't understand.
Well, the question
And
is,
I'm
is
also
it
the
a
kind that
bad?
will
Well, he's
just
not
like,
human, if that's what you mean.
you know,
You know, Mr. Peter,
like I don't
Yes,
make them
my
feel
son.
okay. Like I'm just like, yeah,
it's hard
whatever.
to get your attention.
You know, like
Mr. Well
I don't
refers to
respond
your
to,
discovery
like-
as a snowman.
like I'm not a dick, but at the same time, I'm not gonna just like do a fake laugh or whatever.
Well, that's
Dumb.
ridiculous.
Like, because I get it a lot.
Photographer. He's reaching for sensationalism. This creature is definitely not human.
Mr. Fleet, certainly your department isn't going to take this photographer's word literally.
What are you
Well, it's a
unpacking,
very unusual case.
Boogeyman?
A very unusual find. Do you realize what this means to science?
That's why our department was interested enough to contact a prominent anthropologist, Dr. Louis DuPont.
Dr. DuPont? Of course, I've heard of him.
What did they announce, TJ, as you're talking about their lineup?
Unfortunately, he can't
of
be here until
content?
7 o'clock tonight. You will be in my office.
They
at
announce
7
what
o'clock.
content they're doing, like movies or anything?
You'll have to stay in the warehouse until then. We've studied the instructions on the refrigerator. And it'll be
Did you
probably
guys hear that
Well, I guess
a
we'll
COD
wait.
said
See you at 7.
that Halloween 45 this past weekend that that on Halloween they're possibly, I think he said possibly going to be announcing the new Halloween project.
classified
which
as
means someone has already bought it
not being human.
from the sound of it.
Dr. Parrish.
And we're going to find out if it's
Of course.
every rumor I'm hearing. Everybody's saying
How do you do,
A24
Doctor? And Mr. Corey.
rights to Halloween.
Won't you sit down?
Well, thank you.
Cigarette?
The question is it going to be a series? Is it going to be a movie? Is it going to be both? I think it's going to be both.
Yes, it is.
And you say you also saw a female?
I would be
And a
pretty
child?
surprised actually at this point from
right.
all the things I've heard.
You see the specimen
on
I brought back?
A24.
No, not yet.
Well, we will as soon as Mr. Corey arrives. He called and he should be here any minute.
Like it's definitely not Blumhouse. They're definitely not
I have
getting
said this creature is not human.
Paramount. It's
Was.
possible Paramount might
I
get
have
it.
to determine whether his
But
brain.
chances are it'll be like A24 and
That.
it'll air on Paramount or something like that.
We must have one definite classification.
Yes, I understand. From what we
I'm looking
know,
forward to Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I think it'll be a fun movie.
snow creatures, they have been a legend. We have
I
seen
had a child ask me about
warnings
the
and
chocolate. Yeah, but that's
stories of
cute.
these
Like, I
snowmen,
get
but
kids
they were always
kinda like
associated
Power
with
and
human
things like
beings.
that. Like I'm totally good with that. Like I like that. That makes me laugh. Like kids, always like, what's wrong with your eye? Or like I'm always good with all that. It's adult, man. Like if you're a fast adult, like you're an idiot. What's Linda Blair topless? No joke. Like I know she's topless in the movie, but what did I miss? Oh, Stevie. Okay, on your shirt. Oh, I see what shirt you're wearing. Okay. Yeah, I forget what movie that's in where she's topless. But dude, she was actually hot as fuck at one point. Like it's so weird watching her as Reagan as a little kid,
Excuse me.
Oh wow, Christopher, thank you so much. That's huge. Thank
What?
you.
How? We'll be right over. The creature has escaped.
What?
Let's get over to the warehouse.
I don't think that came on that kid's parents. Like he doesn't.
Shake it, and it
I
fell.
mean, I guess it depends on how the kid said it. I can't hear,
I'll never forget.
like. But chances are he was
I'm Mr. Wade.
I'm
he
Lieutenant
wasn't
Dunbar.
meaning it in a derogatory way at all. He was just listening.
What's this all
Like,
about?
he just probably hadn't been exposed, to black people, or especially because Leslie is very like chocolatey caramely skin. Like I have kids innocently ask me things all the time. Like I don't get insulted by it. I'd rather a kid ask, you know what I mean, and give me the chance to explain and whatever than not. Yeah, Linda Blair was a babe. I'm really curious to see Exorcist Believer tomorrow if she's gonna have a cameo in it. The report is that she's gonna have a cameo.
Where's the phone? Right over there. Come on, Doctor. You can give it to the department firsthand.
Yeah, it's like it's weird seeing her as Reagan. It's a very different like.
That's all, Evan. Send it out
like
right
a
away.
different person.
Would you come with me a moment, Doctor?
Oh, certainly. Quite extraordinary, Dr. Dunbar.
Car 61. Come in, Lieutenant Dunbar. Car 61. Come in, Lieutenant Dunbar.
Dunbar, go ahead.
Body of a girl found in the alley back of 1220 Coast Street. Repeat. In alley back of 1220
Oh
Coast
shit! So
Street.
it made it in the city.
Over.
Got it. Out. You hear that, Doctor? I better come along. I think you'd better.
Ever
Mr.
seen
Please.
it? Yeah, because like I might have missed it.
Mr. Corey gets here. Brief him on everything, will you?
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
See, I honestly wouldn't even be bothered by someone if they thought I was actually a pirate or like trying to look like a pirate. It's when people make jokes about it, that like adults. That's what bothers me. Like when they're mocking it, when they're making fun of it, like that. It's not that if people were to think I was a pirate, I'm like, yeah, I'm a ghost pirate, like whatever. Like, that doesn't bother me, but it's mocking it, I know that's the Dragnet, like that felt straight up like Dragnet. I don't think that anything takes seriously. Later, Boogeyman. Thanks for dropping in, bro. Seriously, it's really great, really good to see you.
Oh, Lieutenant. What's doing, Richard?
Briefly join in.
I thought you were through for the day.
You know,
That way, didn't
party.
it? Any news from the wife?
Not yet. The mother-in-law's still with her.
Something wrong?
My wife and I are having a baby, that's all.
Oh, is that all?
This way.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. Oh, let's see. This is the warehouse. Over here's Coast Street where the girl was killed. The distance from here to here is about, say,
Yeah, no, he's
3 miles.
been
Yeah,
struggling.
go on. Well, it's strange to me that nobody reported seeing him the
Greatest.
time he left the warehouse till he arrived at Coast Street. I was late, hardly anybody on the streets. I guess so. He's got to be stopped. Stopped, Lieutenant, but not killed. Is there something else you can tell us about him, Doctor? His mentality, his habits, something? Well, he's acclimated to a high altitude, low temperature. We know all
It's
that.
interesting that they're not talking about it like a creature anymore. Like now they're talking about like just some dude.
Send out this bulletin to all radio stations and newspapers. Tell everyone to stay off the streets and remain calm. That goes for everybody. Right. Well, what do we do now? There's nothing we can do except wait for him to show up again.
That's really cool. I didn't know that, Garrett.
This is an urgent public
I'm
service
not really a
bulletin from your
reader.
police department. A dangerous
But
killer beast is at
I
large.
do know, like,
Remain
Rosemary's Baby
indoors.
is considered one of the greatest
This
horror
is an
movies
urgent public service
ever
bulletin to all
go, and
citizens.
I know that that's part
Dangerous
of
killer beast is at large.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like some snow dude. Like it's all of a sudden not a creature anymore. Oh, is that it? We got a brief shot of our creature. Man, this means you getting chopped. Not good, not good.
Don't do it, please. Don't.
Now get out of here.
But you don't understand. Give me a chance to explain, please.
I'm sick of listening to your words.
But please.
Now you stay away from me.
You.
And if I never see you again, it'll be too soon. Now get out of here.
But.
Yeah, can you spare some change from that scene was really creepy. I had forgot about that scene when he hears Reagan say that same line. Can you spare change for an old altar boy, Father? Very creepy scene. Oh, thank you so much, Shadow. Hell yeah, thank you.
Got it.
Snow
Who's on the-
Creature. Really love your channel. Thanks for showing
Showing
my
up again.
movie.
Where?
Need the
Here's the girl.
exposure.
I'm on
Haven't
my
worked in
arms.
years.
It started here, then he appeared here. And now, Right here.
You forgot. It's not Snow Creature, though. It's Snow Dude.
Instruct all units in sectors 15 and 16 to converge at Area 11.
More wooden than Pinocchio.
Right. How about some more coffee, Doctor? Yeah. Charlie, you got any more coffee?
This is such a boring ass movie. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I don't know what movie I was thinking of because it wasn't this one. Yeah, it's just a lot of filmmakers, you know, they think of themselves as like a film or what is it called? Film noir or whatever, like where they, you know, they feel like an artist director where they got to control every single element of it, between making the script their own and all of that. And you don't always have to. You don't always have to do that. I don't think. You know, I think some of my favorites are where they work with the author, like they'll have the author write the script and stuff. Well, yeah, Leslie will definitely be in some videos because we're gonna do some lives. Like, I don't know if like the actual videos, but definitely we're gonna be together doing a bunch of stuff and go live. Because we're definitely going to go live from Spooky, and probably from horror or what's it called, the Universal Horror Nights and stuff.
Police! Help! Police! Why don't you go to bed? It's getting pretty late. Okay, I'll try to check with you later. Bye.
Yep, exactly what Leslie just said.
Thank you, man. What's the matter? Now I've got two reasons to face the floor.
I agree, Shadow. I love the style of it. I just mean
impossible. We've got that whole
as
area.
far as when directors had to be like in control of all of it.
Are you sure?
Like I've kind of always really liked what John Carpenter does, where he is in control of everything, but he also works with the authors a lot of times, and you know, he'll make it his own, but he still respects the author.
How did he get out of that area? Isn't it covered by the police? That's a $64 question. It's a distance of almost 7 miles. And nobody's seen him from there to there. That's right.
Chilling at a meat plant.
He can get around, walking and flying. He hasn't got wings. Any normal person could hide out at a hotel or any place.
So now he's a person.
Any 3-year-old child can spot him. The question is, how does he cover 7 miles without being seen?
My trip ends up found footage. Nope, I guarantee I am in good hands
I think I've got something.
when it comes to Leslie.
The storm drains. I don't get it. Some of those openings are big enough for 2 men to crawl into. You mean the catch basins? I think you've got something there, Doctor. Get me the city engineer at his home. What's the guy's name? Edwards. That's it, Edwards. Department of Public Works is right around the corner. So wake him
I
up.
wonder why we haven't had a big crowd of people here tonight. This movie has driven them away.
The drainage and sewer system of the city are a lot cooler than external.
I told you the creature had intuitive powers. He could have sensed the colder temperature.
And that would explain why it was never seen from jump to jump. You have a complete chart of the storm drains?
Lieutenant, there are 4,800 miles of storm drains onto this city. We got lots of charts.
How about the East End?
Yeah.
It's Seattle and
You know, Doctor,
Giants.
there are drains connecting
I was
to
watching
the
it
We've got
before
something
the
to work
stream
on.
started. Here, let me look in and see what the score is.
There we are, Lieutenant.
It's not a great game, but I need the Giants to win.
Here are the spots, Doctor, right along the drain lines. Can I
Yep,
take this with
Seattle
me?
went in 14-3, so just like I expected,
Thanks,
Seattle
Nicholas.
would win. But
Sorry to
I
wake you.
need
Well, that's all
Niner
right.
fan. I need the Giants.
Think nothing of it. Anything for the police department.
This movie's giving you cold feet.
Now,
Nice.
Richards, get
Yeah,
8
you
men.
don't have to comment, Daniel. It's always
Walkie-talkies,
like
lamps, rubber
I don't-
boots.
I understand. Like a lot of times, I just
Detail.
go on screens. I don't really talk either. I just kind of hang back and enjoy the vibe in the movie or whatever. So
Dr. Parrish, myself, and a couple officers will start here at the pharmacy.
ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do
First
appreciate
detail,
you
work to the
poking in
north.
to say hi too.
Second to the south. We'll work eastward.
He
Time
just
within the hour, we should all meet right here. Got it?
Check.
Hurry it up. All right, darling. Oh, Lieutenant.
He's just moving from
Okay, that'll work.
Sure.
Hey, Richard, out
Get a big net and some poles.
the non-narcotic way of
Where I'll be in case the hospital calls. Yes, Lieutenant. Let's go.
Tito Stash. And I was a huge fan of Errol Flynn as a kid. Like, I loved him as a kid because my dad loved all those like pirate movies and like westerns and stuff. But especially, I just loved the pirate movies. Like, I loved pirate and swashbuckle and stuff ever since I was a little kid. And I loved Errol Flynn. And Danny Kaye. Danny Kaye is so funny. Yeah, it totally was a style back then. It still kind of looks like a pedo stash if you have that mustache now, though. I'm starting to feel that the name of this movie is kind of like a clickbait from back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really a creature. It's just like,
Yes, Lieutenant. Can you make out anything?
Not yet, Lieutenant. Proceeding south according to plan. Over.
How about you, Roberts? Anything happen at your end?
oh, there he is.
Not yet, Lieutenant.
Kind of looks like a
Stay in contact.
Wolfman ripoff. But this is before the Wolfman. This would have been Wolfman of London would have been around though. Or it would have been before. Right? Isn't Wolfman? Yeah, it needs more Snow Creature. I agree. Blood Quantum is underrated, man. That movie's badass. Everywhere you went back then, you were in a suit, a tie, and hat. They never lost them. They never lost the hat.
Thanks, Nunbot, for bringing the net. We haven't got him yet, Doctor. Moment. Let me check this. I never noticed that tunnel over there before. It
I
intersects
love
this
the
drain and empties
concept
into
of
the main
Blood
drain
Quantum.
center.
It's so unique. You know, that a type of
You
people,
two take it. We'll go
like
this
their
way.
blood literally protects them. I just think that's such a cool idea. Hey, Neen. I'm good. How are you? DJ, thank you so much. Where will we be able to watch it? We'll be here on the channel just like this. So, probably do like one a day for super spooky. I don't know, like how long. It just all depends. And then I don't have really a plan going out there. I just want to have fun, but also share it with you guys some as well. Hey guys, can you see me? My laptop died. I just changed a bunch of my setup for stuff. Yeah, so I just changed a bunch of my setup, and then doing that, I guess I unplugged my laptop and didn't realize it. I didn't even see like a notification like that it was about to die. So it's really annoying. So I'm on my phone right now, but the settings are all wacky. That's why you're only seeing me on this little screen. But as soon as it powers back up, I will go back on. I don't know why I can't change the setting on how it's showing it though. There we go. All right. Yeah, so sorry about not getting to finish the end of the movie, but it was a boring, shitty movie anyway, right? Now, can you guys hear me okay? Let me put on my earbuds. You probably hear me better. So yeah, my laptop died, and so the movie is basically connected through that. There's not really a way to. There might be a way to do it through the phone. I don't know, but now the sound is gone. Okay. Can you hear me or not? Can you hear me or? I can hear you, but it sounds far away. So is it better or worse since I... All right, tell me if it's better or worse when I take these out. Is that better or worse? Here, let me just hook this up. Oh, that ain't working either. So was it better? So it's better now. I'll just handheld it then. Screw it. I don't know why my earbuds aren't working. That sucks. So let's do a little Q&A for the remainder. Unless I can get the laptop to power back up here. Nope. I'm still not ready to go. So yeah, so let's do a little Q&A. Bro's got tools. I have various things, but then this stupid stand is all janky. It was expensive. I need to get a new one. Because this has a better microphone I could use. Yeah. I could use this microphone, but I don't feel very professional right now. Question, is that mask directly behind you one of your creations? It reminds me of a freaky Grinch, nice teeth. Who's his dentist? Which one behind me? Are you talking about the pumpkin? Or are you talking about the ghost? The only one back here that is my creation is this one. This is mine. But these other ones I got from various places. the ghost mask from the movie Haunt is signed by the actor that played that character in the movie. And then this is a pumpkin one that I think it's no, it's not Trick or Treat Studios. I'm not sure of the company, but I believe I got it from Spirit a few years back. All right, cool cats. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Question: how are your new rats doing? They're doing good, but they just mostly sleep. They eat chicken, because that's how I'm training them to get them to like trust me. Is you basically hand feed them everything so that they start to equate food and you. So I give them chicken and they eat the chicken out of my hand. And other than that, they mostly sleep. Sometimes they play around and it's really cute, but. Hello, Ronnie L. All right, the laptop is turning back on, so maybe I'll be able to finish the movie. All right. All right, guys, let's try to finish out this movie. So you guys can you see me? Can you guys see me and hear me? Does it sound okay? Normal? Everything seemed back to normal? All right, then let's finish this movie. Sorry about all of that. I didn't even realize that my laptop had gotten unplugged. But I just got this new power strip right here, and I have basically everything plugged in there. But I forgot one thing.
Now that we know he's in here, let's see what his tunnel.
I know they're looking for the Ninja Turtles down in the sewers.
Let's see, we're at East Entrance 7. It winds around and comes out at East Entrance 8. We'll have them put the net up at East Entrance 8. Right.
I know, he hasn't really kicked anyone's ass. He stole that chick. Lots of off-screen stuff, I guess.
Lynch.
Blueprints.
Lynch. Put the net up over East Entrance 8.
Yeah, it's because I'm always trying to upgrade.
Loosen his collar and take him out of the main
Leslie
tunnel.
got me this new monitor today, and so I was like, all right, I want to set it all up nice and professional and clean. And so I got this new really nice power strip, took everything into where it's right on this little desk thing, and I like taped everything down and all that. It's like a really nice little setup, but one thing just didn't get transferred. It was still laying under the desk, and I didn't realize. Yeah, it's crazy what people used to dress like to do everything. Like men especially. Yeah, that would be a fun crossover. Get the Chuds and the Snow Creature to come together. Yeah, I'm going down there at the end of October, the weekend of Halloween, and we're definitely going to be doing some live streams. The plan is to do like at least probably one a day for the days that we're at Spooky, so like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because we're going to the Spooky Empire on. Man, they really didn't need any special effects for movies back then. You do lots of different cuts and cutaways, and that's it. Like you never even saw the creature.
We'll do as you say, Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in Fort on Halloween.
Give you instructions where to send the body.
Come in, car 61.
Where?
Dunbar.
Leslie, where is Spooky Empire? Is that in Orlando?
We just finished the job. What is it?
Very urgent call. Proceed immediately to Crescent and Elm. Urgent. Over.
Who gave that order? Don't you know what time it is?
Leslie said.
I don't know, but there's a creature waiting for you.
26.
8 pounds, 3 ounces. A boy, Lieutenant. Mother and son are doing fine. Congratulations, Pop.
Thanks a lot, Vince. Thanks a lot.
We'll be live streaming from
Well, I guess that's it. Good luck.
Spooky Empire convention.
I guess I better be going. I guess you had.
And
Come on, Doctor. I'll drop you off on the way.
Orlando?
Oh, no, you haven't got time. Sure I have. Come on.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
my wife
staying
must
in
be
a
pretty
hotel
worried by
near
now.
the convention. I know that much.
Say, Doctor, what's your first name? Frank. Maybe I'll name my kid Frank. Frank Dunbar. Sounds great. Thanks. I don't know. I'm not too sure I like it.
What a snooze fest. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've never been to the East Coast, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, the ending was very anticlimactic. Like, you literally didn't even see the creature. Like, what the fuck? Man, what happened to my monitor? Why is my monitor not showing up now? Like, it's plugged in. Question, what the fuck was that? He catches a snow creature and becomes a dad. Big night for him. They didn't catch it, they just killed it. There's a reason why none of us had heard of that movie. It caused the monitor to cease. Yeah, I don't know why the monitor is not on. Like, what the hell? Like, the laptop came back on, but the monitor didn't. But this monitor has been kind of tricky all day. I've been trying to set it up, and it's just like a little bit tricky. Like it kind of has a mind of its own. It's powered up. It's not about getting it down, Leslie. It just doesn't. I don't know. It's just weird. It just takes a while, and it'll just all of a sudden like connect. Yeah, there we go. Now it just connected. I think it just takes a while to register. I don't know why, but whatever. It works good. It's kind of, I think it's just kind of a slow connect kind of thing. All right, Phil's bad man. Have a good night. Did you know that it's 55 years ago yesterday that Night of the Living Dead was released? Wow, I did not know that. 55 years. Completely changed the face of movies, not just horror. Seriously, only explanation is the man in the white suit, fantastic self-cleaning clothes. 4 years later, Shadow popped into the universe. Yeah, it was quite a few years later. That was 13 years later, I think, that I was born. No, 22 years later. No. What year did it come out? No, it came out in 60. I forget. 60 something, but I forget what year. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead is one of the greatest movies, period. I absolutely concur with that. Yeah, I know. It's super cool that it's in the permanent collection now. Like it took them a while to get on board. 67. So it was 10 years later I was born. I don't know why I was thinking earlier 60s. Is it 67 or 68? Well, I was 9 or 10 years. One of the two that I was born. It's crazy because it's black and white. It seems like it was so long ago, but I mean, it was, but you know what I mean? Like it was just only a little older than me. Yeah, I consider Dawn of the Dead to be the greatest zombie movie of all time. Like I think Romero perfected it with Dawn. Like Day is awesome too. I love Day of the Dead, but Dawn of the Dead is to me the greatest. And that's how I have them ranked on my zombie ranking video. Question: if you could take two franchises to mash together for a multi-movie crossover event, which ones and would you want and what would you want the plot? Top idea. Man, I'm not a huge crossover person, but I also don't really. You know, I don't know why I just popped to mind. Like, if I actually really put some thought into it, it'd probably be totally different. But what about Leprechaun and Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Like, that would be fucking fun. Like, if Leprechaun's in space again and he comes across the Killer Clowns, like, that would be amazing. What's up, Wes? It's all right. We just finished the movie, but got a few more minutes before I call it a night. Cemetery Man is so fucking good, and I keep being so frustrated that it's never streaming anywhere. Like, you can't even rent that fucking movie. Like, I had to recently watch it, like, on a illegal site. Like, you cannot find Cemetery Man. It's insane. Actually, there's a version of it on YouTube, I believe, is where I watched it right now. Like, it's a pirated copy on YouTube. I never could get into Kingdom, but it's mostly the subtitle thing. I just, like, super well put together, but it also had a very, like, soap opera-y kind of feel to me. Garrett, how did you watch Cemetery Man? Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to see Art the Clown and Victor Crowley. Like, it's just, that's why I'm not a huge fan of crossovers, right? Because it's like each one of them has such a presence and they're so awesome. It's like, so, like, I love Freddy versus Jason, you know, like the novelty of it. But in reality, it's kind of like it just takes away from both, you know. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talking about crossovers with Halloween, because if it's bought out by or like what was it? Oh, because if A24 gets it, there's people were saying you could cross over Friday the 13th and Halloween. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's not my jam, man. I'd rather them just make good movies and good series for each one separately. Yes, you had to watch it on DVD. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I keep wanting to find it streaming so that I can recommend it to people, because not enough people know about that movie. I didn't know about it until not too long ago, and it is incredible. Like, seriously, Cemetery Man is like one of the greatest unknown gems. Like, it's so fucking good. It looks incredible, and it's super fun. Yeah, it is surprising that you don't. I mean, because like we've seen vampires and werewolves, it is surprising that, I think it's because zombies are not a sexy thing, and they always go with the sexiness with vampires. But like, I would like that. Like, that's the kind of crossover I would like, where it's not character driven. I think that would be badass. Where it's like you have come up with a cool script of zombies, you know, and like scary vampires, not the sexy kind. Seja, look for it on YouTube. Like, there's a really good copy of it last time I checked on YouTube for free. It's because it's such a little known movie that, like, it's pirated, kind of, but YouTube lets it stream because I guess no one cares. I don't know why. I don't know how it get, like, it's just streamed full movie on YouTube, but I was able to find a copy and it was really good. Man, I would eat pizza if I was in the sewer. I'd eat pizza no matter where I'm at. Nice facts there, Garrett. I didn't know that. It is truly a movie that, like, I honestly think someday it's gonna have like a comeback, like somebody like with clout, like obviously nobody. I'm a nobody, but like someone like Chris Stuckman or something will talk about it, and it'll. I don't even know if Chris Stuckman's big enough, but someone that has some clout will come across it and be like, "Dude, Cemetery Man," and it'll get like a re-release or something, and it'll be streaming on Netflix or something. Because that's what, if that movie were to stream on Netflix or HBO or something, it would explode. Yeah, I don't even know if like Dead Meat, like if Dead Meat talked about it, but it would have to be a kill count. Like if he did a kill count, but I don't even think he would, because you can't even rent it on VOD. Like that's the problem with a movie like that. I know a lot of big YouTubers and stuff that do know of the movie, but because it doesn't even have a current, release on like Blu-ray, or 4K or any of that. So like eventually someone will get a hold of it and give it like a 4K restoration or something like that, and then it'll start to get love. Because I think that's the reason there isn't a good copy of it to stream. Yeah, exactly. It just fell into the cracks, but it is still known. Like people in the know do know that movie. It does have a really higher, reputation in the like in the underground movie world. Like, because it's not even like a low budget movie. Like it's a really legit special effects. Like it's not in another language. Like there's really no reason that it isn't a huge movie. Like it should be up there with Fright Night and stuff. Like that's how good Cemetery Man is. Like legitimately, that's how good it is. And it's not like there's some movies where like bad what was the movie I was trying to think of? There's some movies where they're like cheesy, low budget, they're fun, but they're low shitty quality. It's not like that. It like literally is really high quality, like looks really good, like a really well shot, well acted movie. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of San Clarita. It was okay. I'm just not a huge comedy guy, and it was more comedy than it was horror. Like I love horror comedies, but it's where it's like horror, with comedy in it. But that was like straight up a comedy that just had like some gory horror elements, but it didn't feel horror to me at all. I didn't dislike it. I'm also not a huge series person. I don't have a lot of time, for series, because they take so much time to watch. Unless it's like Mike Flanagan. Like I can't wait for the Fall of House of Usher to drop. Like I will binge the hell out of that series. I'd love it if Peter Jackson would give horror one more shot. I totally agree. He has a great eye for movies, but he really did have a great eye for horror. Yeah, like Dead Alive was what I was trying to think of. I couldn't place it in my head, but Dead Alive, like I understand why Dead Alive doesn't have like why it's not streaming, and why, because there isn't a really good version of it out there. Like the movie was super low budget, so it's an amazing movie and it deserves more attention and all that, but it doesn't have like a really great look to it. I mean, and there has been buzz about it. Like it did get like I think it has a 4K version of it out there and whatever, but it's still it's such a bad looking movie, you know what I mean? But like Cemetery Man looks incredible. Like it's a high budget movie. That's what's so bizarre about it. It is not like, like I said, it's not some like really low budget underground movie. I kick ass for the Lord. Dead Alive is so good. Fucking love that movie. Yeah, I got so much shit about that because I didn't know what to call it. Like when I covered it on the zombie list, it was in my top 10 of all time zombie movies. And like there were some people that were like, it's not called, Brain Dead, it's called Dead Alive, and vice versa. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I mentioned both titles, I believe. I don't remember. But like, because it's called one thing in the United States and then something totally different in New Zealand and in the rest of the world. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like real gore. So like, that's the thing about like Terrifier 2 and the new Saw. They feel like real gore. It feels like you're really watching this gory shit happen to people. So to me, those are gorier movies. Because like I've seen, Tokyo Gore Police, tons of blood, and same with Brain Dead. Like there's tons of gore, and it lots of blood, but it doesn't feel like real gore. So like it feels different. It doesn't have that same, Yeah, they just dropped Whir on Tubi as well, Shadow. Finally. I wish I had known that. I would have mentioned that in my video, my werewolf video this week, but it hadn't been added to Prime and Tubi at that time. Your mom ate my dog. Not all of it. Alien buttock. Yeah, autocorrect gets me all the time. Drives me crazy. But yeah, if any of you haven't seen Whir, definitely go check it out. I mean, I talk about it in this Friday's video, but and I'll talk about it in like 2 weeks in a Tubi video, because I think Whir is an incredibly underrated movie, one of the better werewolf movies of the last 20 years. It's like right up there with Dog Soldiers. It's right up there with Dog Soldiers. They're really like, I don't even know which one I would say is better. Like to me, they're like at that same level. They're both so fun and just so well done. Yeah, it is at first the ads bug you, but you get used to it. Like what I do is whenever I watch movies on Tubi, I have my phone. And so whenever there's an ad on, I just pick up my phone and I start messing with something. Or like if you have a game that you like to play, just play a game for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, whatever. I don't know. You get used to it and it becomes like, I don't know, not a thing at all. Because their commercial breaks are not super long and they're not a ton of them. It's not as bad as TV used to be back in the day. Like, there still is some, but it's worth it to see some of these movies that the only place you can see them is on Tubi, But my Tubi list, I also tell people, like, if you don't want to watch commercials, write down the movies that are interesting looking to you on my Tubi videos and watch them elsewhere, or rent them, or, or just wait until you see them available on Netflix or Prime or whatever. That's why, like, I always tell people, add it to your list. I don't say add it to your Tubi list. I add it to your list because that movie, eventually you'll see it somewhere that you do have the streaming service of, and then you can check it out. Exactly. It definitely has less. It has less ads than Hulu. Hulu's ads are so bad. I finally just upgraded to the more expensive for right now on Hulu because they have some good stuff. But Hulu drives me crazy. Like, unless you get the $13 a month one with no ads, like their ads are so ridiculous. Like you watch, like if you watch Rick and Morty or something, and it's like 2 or 3 minute long ads, and there's like 2 or 3 breaks, like 3 breaks in. So that's like a 2 or 3 minutes every 10 minutes of ads. It's insane. It's like as bad as cable. And you're still paying like $7 a month, $8 a month. Yeah, exactly. Like Sally said, it's just always have something to kind of keep you occupied for a minute or so, and it's fine. And it also ends up being like cool because you're like, oh, I can go pee. Well, it's this ad. Yeah, Hulu is a good one to have right now. I always tell everybody though, like honestly, what you should do is rotate every month. So allocate like $20, and each month you have a different streaming service. So like this month, get Hulu. The next month, get HBO Max. The next month, get Netflix. The next month, get whatever. And I'm telling you, if you do that and just watch just that streaming service, you in 1 month will watch everything that you need to in that month. And because I do this, like I look at them constantly. It takes them usually about 2 or 3 months to completely cycle new stuff. Tubi is one of the only ones that cycles new stuff literally like every month, like a lot of stuff. But all the ones you pay for, it's not that much new stuff. Like you could literally go 2-3 months without watching it at least before they're going to go out with a bunch of new stuff again. You're not going to miss anything. And that's also why if you follow my videos, you'll always have something to watch on those streaming services too. What's up, Danny? I mean, unless you don't mind having multiple at a time or spending the money or whatever, but I'm saying like if you want to save money, that's the way to go. Just literally every month switch to a different provider. It'll save you money, and you will always have new stuff to watch, and you'll never be on Hulu or Netflix or whatever and being like, man, I got nothing to watch in here. What the hell? They need to add some new stuff. Because every month you're switching, so you get to watch all of the new stuff that's on there. There is quite a bit of Halloween stuff getting released this month. Like everybody's got stuff. It's just a lot of them aren't adding their Halloween content until closer to Halloween. But like Netflix has Fall of the House of Usher, which is Mike Flanagan's last series on there, and that's going to be a big deal. And they have I want to say they have 2 Halloween horror movies dropping on Netflix this month. Shudder, yeah, they have VHS 85, and they have the newest sequel of Hell House LLC Origin. The Vigil is incredible. I've reviewed it on the channel. Like I've talked about it so many times. I love The Vigil. I'm a big fan of The Vigil. And I was really excited that they added it on Shudder because I hope more people get to see it. It lived on Hulu for a long time. But it's one of those movies that just is small and nobody talks about it. But The Vigil is really cool. It's super creepy and full atmosphere, and I just love that it's like a different culture and different lore. It's kind of what I liked about the new movie It Lives Inside, where it's like, a different culture's story and legend of like a ghost or monster or whatever. Yep, exactly like Scarlett said. It's just such a good movie. That actor, it's mainly this one actor, and he's so good in it. And then the old lady is really good too. But I did a full review on the channel if you want to like hear me a fresh review of it that I did back when it came out in like 2020 or 2021, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, it's definitely a movie, Shadow, to watch in the dark, like because it's very atmospheric. Like the whole movie has like this darkness, kind of creepy darkness to it, because he's in like this old lady's house, and so it's got that like real dim yellow lighting, and it's like really quiet. So it's important to like watch in the dark without distractions. Midnight Mass is probably my favorite series of all time. I don't think there's ever been a series that personally impacted me more, because my belief system is really like the way they describe what they think happens when you die and all of that, and like what she says, the narration she says at the very end of that series, like it's amazing. It doesn't connect with everybody on the same level, but it connected very deeply for me. Yep, someday we will have a Ghost Pirate Con. That'd be fun, or at the very least I will go to cons. Like that's my goal, is someday to be invited to cons, and so I can come and meet everybody. Exactly, Scarlett. Alone, no phone in your face. Yeah, it's on Shudder right now, Garrett. They just added it on Shudder last week, I believe. So yeah, definitely get over to Shudder and watch the Vigil if you get a chance. You know, Shudder's got quite a bit of good stuff. They've added like quite a bit of good stuff. If you watch my last Shudder video, there's a lot of good recommendations on that. And then they've added a few other new things too that are really good. Like they're about to add Dog Soldiers. What else? They just had something else on Shudder I saw that was really good. The Ritual is damn good. Nightmare. What's Nightmare? They just added this. Oh shit! They just added The Haunting of Hell House already? I thought. Or no, that's not the new one. Never mind. They added all the sequels to The Haunting of Hell House, and then they added May, which is really really good. The Lords of Salem, which I thought was really really good. Lake Mungo, which is incredible if you haven't seen Lake Mungo. It's like one of the most creepy, underrated movies out there. So good. But what was it? They just had something else. What was it that they added? Yeah, they just added Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Oh, The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster. It's not the greatest name, so unfortunately, a lot of people aren't checking it out. But I'm telling you, The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster is absolutely incredible. It's a fantastic movie. There's a good chance it's going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year. And they added Kill List, which is another really, really fucking good movie. So Shudder's killing right now. I almost did a list. I will possibly end up, I don't know if I will or not, but I might end up doing a list on Shudder this month. What? Why is Shudder charging me? Or not Shudder. DoorDash. I didn't get any food. Yeah, I honestly agree. I think Lords of Salem is like one of the best witch movies. It's up there with damn it. What's the name of that movie? Not Hellblazers. Damn it. What's the name of that movie? Hellbender. It's right up there with Hellbender as far as like one of my favorite witch movies. The Ritual is incredible. If you've never seen The Ritual, it's still on Netflix as far as I know. Well, it's not that like I could ask conventions to have me. It's that, you know, I want to have conventions invite me, which means they pay for my hotel and my way to get there and stuff like that. So I just got to get a bigger name. It'll happen eventually. Like I have conventions here that if I were to ask them for a spot, I can get a spot. But yeah, Hellbender is so good. That's still on Shudder as well. Yeah, I mean, The Witch is like gold status. Like, I think that probably is the best witch movie, at least tied for the best with something I might not be thinking of. But I really like A Classic Horror Story. That's a good movie and one that not a lot of people have seen. Yeah, Hellbender's so good. It's made by the Addams family. It's just literally a family and they made it during lockdown, and like they do everything. They star in it, they direct it, they write it, everything. And it's so good. They have a new movie coming out this month, I believe, too. All right, my stomach is starting to do its thing, which means I need to eat dinner. But it has been nice to hang out with you guys like always. Black Phillip. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, everyone. And make sure you tune in Friday. It's my favorite video I've shot in quite a while. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It is 10 underrated werewolf movies. And I think it's a really good video. I'm really proud of it. So, but I also dropped a bunch of content this past week, and I got a bunch of other content I'm going to be doing this week. So you'll see a whole bunch of stuff if you want to watch me talk about stuff. So, but until next week or next Monday, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.